Welcome viewers back to Phoenix Point, where we are ready to take on the Living Crystal. Antediluvian Ruin, extreme threat level. Daytime, we're going to battle the Ancients here with Raspberry, the Espida. Completely stock Espida, here for healing power, pretty much. Charlie, who can't actually be healed by the Espida, but he is carrying a whole lot of spider mines. The rest of our team is outfitted with spider mines in Citizen Eileen, grenades in Tyzok's hands. Mist is always ready with explosives. We have another couple spider mines here in Jen's hands, and we are ready to go. Hey, as this loads, let me take a second to remind you that if I had more subscribers, I might have enough time and inclination to edit these things and make this viewing experience better for all of us. Also, consider clicking like. Here comes the Helios landing. And we are ready to go. Phoenix forces some kind of ruin. Look at that, crystals everywhere. There's a big one here. Wow, some kind of ancient prism. We're looking at Jen to start. Jen can move a little tiny way and does start invisible, I suppose. I think we're going to use Raspberry to scout, and it's a initial decision of which way do we scout. This is a tiny map, it turns out, so it looks like we're just going to try to get to the middle. I think could make it pretty spectacular by sending some people through the center, but that also seems dangerous, so let's try with Raspberry. Raspberry can get a look at our left flank. Nothing obvious there. Alright, over here on our left is Tyzok. Tyzok can get out there with some dashing. I think we want to stick to the flank. Let's try not to get in a center. Try not to give up our cover, I guess. And then if you do that again, what do you see out here? Absolutely nothing. There's nobody here. We're just gonna waltz in and, well, the objective is kill all enemies, so I'm guessing there's gonna be some enemies here. Let's get you back. Double check this corner, it looks good. Alright, everyone else is moving in the same direction. Charlie's gonna launch some spiders, but we need to get these snipers onto the flank here. Jen, you can take some low cover there.
My turn.
Missed. You might as well just run for your life and get out here. I want to make sure we can clear these ruins with your explosives, so I do want to get you around the corner.
Ready.
And Eileen, I guess you're gonna crouch in front. Nothing awoken yet. Alright, so the question always with Charlie is, do we get these spiders out early? We could definitely send them through here, it looks like. In fact, I think we're gonna do that. And then he is gonna try to join the rest of the crowd. Alright, Raspberry, you can poke forward a bit. We still see nothing, okay. That means they're probably all along the back edge. Let's keep going left. Alright, nothing yet. It's in there. Got nothing. We're gonna keep leading with Raspberry, maybe a little more carefully this time, but we'll at least get you up here. There we go. There is the Cyclops. Good. We saw it before it saw us, so that's always the best. We can set up here. It looks like Raspberry is far enough away that we're not triggering it, so that means our snipers can probably get forward. I guess this is the call. Can we get here and not trigger it with a sniper? And if we do trigger it, will you be able to see it? Maybe the right thing to do is get some more spiders out there.
It's all about the skills.
And we're not going to be able to do that without you moving. So let's see, sniper, let's get you up here.
I'm on the move.
And then we'll hold off on firing those. They're probably going to trigger. Let's get mist up here somewhere where the ruins won't be in the way. Backup spiders here. And then Charlie, I guess we'll reload you first. And I think you're gonna have to hold off firing spiders this turn, but maybe... yeah, maybe get you here. Next to Mist. And then Tyzok. The only thing you have for us is grenades. I guess you're going to charge up here. And hope we don't trigger it. Good, okay. Spiders can move this turn. They didn't trigger it. They might be close enough that it wakes up next turn though. Okay, it didn't stand up. That's good. So let's send out some more spider drones with the rest of these guys. I'm worried shooting it onto that step will destroy it, so I'm going to land it on the flat ground.
Ready, willing, and able.
Another set there behind the ones, so we know they shouldn't trigger it. Alright, and then Mist. Like, technically I do think you could boom blast, or blast from here, not boom blast. I think I'd rather just put you a little closer, but stay in cover. Maybe even up here. Okay. Maybe one forward. I'm a little worried that you're gonna hit things. Okay. Next turn. I think we're going to be ready to unleash some explosions. Charlie can even get a little closer this turn, I think. And I think that's where I'm sitting pretty. Let's see what happens. It didn't wake up. That's fantastic news. Okay. Can we wake it up with explosives this turn? How far can you get? Not quite far enough. Oh, okay. There are a lot of enemies right there, and we did not wake up the Cyclops, but we're going to, because now that we've woken those guys up, it is time to start shooting. Let's boom blast first. And we got a triple hit right here. Gonna take advantage of that. Good shot, missed. It's alerted. There is some equipment damage. Let's hit it again. Do wish we had eyes on so that we could get it damage amplification. But that wasn't so bad. We knocked off some legs. These things are always so much more dangerous than they look at first. Alright, we're gonna move in and start exploding. Oh, a third one here that we failed to wake up. They do have some kind of ability. Guardian Aura, Living Crystal. Let's see what we have on there. Applies stun to all melee attacks. Okay, we don't want melee with these guys. They can stun us, but that's not as bad as the Orichalcum shield, which was just like they didn't take damage until that thing was dead. Can we get any closer? I guess we're going to let these guys run in, and maybe they will be able to stun spider drones. I'm actually not sure. Good news is we have a lot of targets. Oof, I don't know if I want to blow that one up right now because it's going to be in range of his friends. Foolish placement. Okay, what about on this side? Yeah, we have to get a little closer to do that, don't we? That's better. One down. Did I damage 2 others? Yes, no, they just took will point damage, okay. So 2 are still standing, and there's still a Cyclops there. Let's get more spiders closer. This one's kind of a waste because it only damages this one guy, but you know what? Took his head off. That means he's melee only, that's nice. The rest of these, yeah, I don't know. I don't think it matters if we group up because I don't think they have an area attack. And I'm kind of gambling on that. We do have a nice grid of spider drones coming for them. That must be, if they had emotions, they'd be terrified. Unfortunately, they are just robots. If we move here... Oh, there's another one waking up over that way. I don't think there's a doorway that it can get through here, so that's probably not the end of the world. I think we want to get here, stay in cover, and lob grenades. Or a grenade, possibly.
Executing.
Alright, and grenade has a chance to hit both of them. White, nice, which removed arms from one of them. That guy still has a shield, I think. It might be on the ground. He's just about dead, he still has a beam. Cyclops is nowhere near out of commission. Eileen could switch to Gungnir. She can't see anything from here though. If she gets here, she could quick aim. Maybe from here actually. I would like to get rid of that guy's beam. So if she steps here... She does have free aim there without having to use willpower. Could kill it. Very nice.
What a kill.
Jen suspects that these are going to be easier to shoot with armor piercing. And he's going to do a quick aim. Which didn't give him enough. How did I mess that up? Oh well. So I guess he's gonna run away. Mist already moved, and then Charlie has some explosives he could throw. He needs 2 action points to do that. Yeah, let's get a bunch more spiders out. Maybe move to here first. Man, let's get some out this way. Alright. 2 more hoplites on that side of the ruins. Hoplites are the autonomous robots of the ancients here defending the living crystal quarry. They're generally found with a Cyclops friend who has overwhelming power compared to them. Charlie's a little nervous. He's gonna stay in the cover and did not have enough action to reload. Alright, that leaves Raspberry. Raspberry is pretty happy there. I don't think she's in any danger, so we're gonna end turn and see what the Cyclops does. Hoplite 1 shoots at a spider. And puts his shield between himself and the center of mass of the threat, it looks like. Alright, first hoplite to actually have a chance to do anything just deploys a shield and doesn't do a melee attack. That's quite interesting. Whoa. And that was a shot at Eileen, I believe, but hit the ruins above her, destroying her cover. Okay. I think we want to get these explosives out of the way first, and we're gonna have to do that by moving them back here so they don't destroy each other. A little too far. That looks like at least a kill. And some damage on the back legs. Let's get... Can we get a debuff on this guy? Eileen could move up. She can see him from here. Is there a place she can see him here? Yes. She'll move here. She will use her debuff powers marked for death on Cyclops. Confirmed. And then a quick aim also. Actually, let's explode everything first before we waste her points. We'll move behind it again. And we should be able to take its limbs off bit by bit. The name of the game. These things do seem more vulnerable to explosions than you expect. Although it still has a formidable beam weapon. There we go. All four limbs off. It can't stomp us anymore. That's good. Let's see if we can't get it in the face. Seems to be a hard thing to do with explosions. Alright, well, we did manage to damage its armor. It shouldn't really have much armor left. Nope, no armor left. Its head is down to only 160 points, so we should be able to pop its head. I don't think we're going to get its torso, though. Eileen actually does have a really good shot here to do this. I hope. Might just be a torso shot. Let's see. I probably should have checked. Yeah, it's looking away from us, unfortunately. Never toward us. Come on, one more turn. Toward us? Toward us? No. It does not want to look at us, so we're just going to shoot torso here. That's too bad.
Gotcha.
She's going to tuck. She's going to change her priority and look at these hoplites next turn. Speaking of which, we should have some spiders here that can start moving toward these hoplites. Not sure they're in range to do much. Yeah, not quite. I bet there's two more hoplites on the other side too. Just like, there's always more hoplites than you expect. Okay, Jen over here. Yeah, Jen could be in a position to get that thing in the face. If it was facing this way slightly more.
On the move.
Alright, what does the shot look like? Ah, that plant is in the way. Can we get a little further here? Let's see. We could go here and quick aim from here. Should do it. I'm not sure this will be enough, but we can try. Very close, but no, not enough. Do we want to use... Let's see, Tyzok could do it, probably. Yeah, let's just get Tyzok to do it, rather than... I was going to suggest giving a second shot to Jen, but I think just dashing Tylock in there ends up being cheaper. And right in the head. Okay, I guess we are testing to see whether having torso left is going to give it an offensive beam weapon still. And Charlie, let's see, out of ammo, reload. We're gonna send 3 more spiders over in this direction. Keeping that enemy distracted. This team is outfitted fairly well. It feels like they're holding their own. Mist. Let's see. Yeah, you could definitely bomb those, so why don't we do that? I don't think your boom blast is gonna be doing much on Cyclops.
Yes.
But it can potentially take these guys out. How'd we do? We got a bunch of leg hits. No shield down on either side. No arm loss, no head loss. Okay, so those things are still threatening us, and no one else needs to move. We're gonna end the turn there. Cyclops gets angry but doesn't do anything. Wow, really? He just angrily pounded the ground, and then these guys are attacking spiders. Should have 1 beam each, basically. Miss. Very nice. You're going to regret missing, my friend. Okay, let's see if these guys can hit both of them. Maybe step here? Yeah, that looks reasonable. Alright, 1 down, nice. Here goes the other one. I'm gonna get behind him, so hopefully we miss the shield. Two down. Alright, and on this side, Jen is ready to get a good strike here. Jen's going to use quick aim, fire twice. And these are torso shots because that's the only thing left, really.
Got you.
I guess we should be using the Gungnir. No, never mind. The Raven does more damage. It's just Gungnir is better if they're susceptible to Virophage, which these guys are not. We should be using Marked for Death here, though. And second shot. Another 140 damage. 690 to go. Yeah, that's a lot of damage we have to deal to this guy before he goes down. Citizen Eileen is going to step forward just to get better shots here. And I suppose if she uses a Hawk, she can take 2 shots. Slightly less damage than if she was able to do 2 shots with the Gungnir. But I think we're just whittling it down. She can do 3? Is that true? Okay, that's actually pretty nice. So 3 times 90 versus 2 times 110, so 220 here, 270 here, so it's actually better to use the Hawk. If you could do 3 shots, that is. I think technically we might be able to do 4 with her every turn, so the Hawk is a decent weapon. Missed here, and what do we have? Tyzok. Let's hit this thing with Tyzok. Can we free aim you? Yes. Says you're gonna be doing 240 damage with that, or 450 with this. You'll get 1 shot with this versus 2 shots with that. So I think the 2 shots with this actually ends up being better here.
On it.
480, slightly better than the 450 we'd otherwise get. there it goes, she took it out.
Eliminated.
And it looks like there's more. Okay, that was a long pause after taking out the Cyclops. But in the end, the game came back to us instead of going to the end of the mission, which means there's more hoplites probably on the other side here that we're going to have to find and take out. Which means lots of spiders moving around. So here come our first 3. Raspberry could head out there, but we're going to bring the spider around first. And then I guess, yeah, we'll send Raspberry out to scout. After we send Mist out, let's see, Mist can head out there. I don't think there's any reason to jump you. Let's just get you into some area over here, maybe where you're going to get a clear line. And then Raspberry, you can poke your head out and see if there's anything over there. Looks like that's it, all clear. This corner up here, maybe this corner down here, the 2 places we haven't really explored, so there's got to be another hoplite who hasn't woken up somehow. I think we're going to poke out with Raspberry, see if we wake it up. There it is. And it's lower right corner, okay. What does your shot look like there, Mist? Okay, you can hit that, that's good. So let's yeah, there's a nice gap there. Let's do it. Let's boom blast you from there and see what else we can wake up.
I know how to do this.
She does indeed.
Using
Alright, we disabled a leg. Not the best outcome, but not too bad. Raspberry will back off for now. We'll start charging spiders out.
What now?
Jen, yeah, let's rush you out there, see if we can see anyone else. I guess back up against this rock here.
Sure.
Hyzok, head that way. A lot more spiders to move. Let's get the human team out there first. Now that we've killed the Cyclops, I'm feeling pretty good about our chances here. And this is the last ancient site we will need, unless we just want to grab a couple more mines for like extra resource income, but I don't think we're gonna need it. We'll see. So this might actually be where we turn the tide and have advanced weapons to provide everyone. That's going to be something. That's going to make even our C-team members a lot more powerful. Well, once we get those weapons finished for them. We're definitely not going to start out by giving them to the C-team. Okay, you dare fire at Raspberry. Guy's tucked way in the corner. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, and another one even. Apparently Raspberry was not as well hidden as I had hoped. I think I might have detected 4 in there. I'm not positive. This guy should be able to take out 1. Might get blocked by the shield here. Oh, Not only is it not, it's just like just out of range. That's frustrating. Okay. Well then, we'll move the rest up and maybe fire another salvo from Charlie's gun there. He's pretty close. Definitely getting Raspberry out of the way first though. So step one, Raspberry, please go hide. Don't knock down all these pillars by accident. Good. Okay. Charlie. Charlie 1. Our resident mutoid. I don't think it's going to give you an advantage to get them any closer than to say here, but maybe it will. Let's move you up to here. And yeah, we can get them a little closer. Oh, I fired the one off. Damn. Oops. Okay, Jen actually sees one. And we could get a leg off here, so let's think about how we want to approach that. We still have Citizen Eileen way up there, and we don't have enough willpower here for more than one shot. We do a quick aim, that's 2. Yeah, it's not going to help us to do a quick aim here. We'll shoot it once without... We did get a leg disabled, that's good. And then, yeah, let's duck you a little further back. Okay. You're kind of in the path of danger there. Raspberry, you can hang out. We could get 2 here, and we did reveal the 4th hoplite in the back. Good, let's do a boom blast. Let's get a couple shots on these ones in front. Hopefully getting a double hit. One down for sure, and the other one is damaged. Okay, can we get another double hit in the back or over here? No, just one hit on this guy. It looks like we might be able to take him out if we're lucky. Nice. 2 down. 2 to go. And it's Taizaka and Eileen really are the ones left here. I think Taizak can get to here safely, so let's do that. And then Eileen, maybe here. Wait, he a shot out here, but it's not very good, is it? Could hide behind the tree. Guess here's a safe spot. Don't really want to be losing people right here at the end, and here I don't think you have anything even close to being in your sights, but reload your spider gun. And I think that's everything. Oh wait, there's a whole bunch of spider drones coming from the other side of the map. Yeah, let's get them closer. And that is the end of that. I take it back. Let's get Raspberry way back here, just to be very safe. And now that's the end. The Ancient Guardians, 2 left. They're gonna run out and hide behind some crystals while taking pot shots at our spiders. Gonna have to do better than that, hoplites. Going to have to do better than that. Okay, before anything else, we're just gonna charge in with spiders and try to destroy these guys. Their shield, this guy's shield is on his left side, so we'll come in on his right. And they don't like that. Can't reach the other one, but get closer to this guy. We're not doing a whole lot to him. That was better. We took out some legs that time. And I think we'll be able to do some damage from here still. Didn't quite kill it, but it's not looking too happy. 10 hit points left. Okay. Let's charge up with the remaining spiders. These things are pretty good at taking out single targets if you can swarm them. Spider drones are moving in. 2 hoplites left. We do have some grenades we can fire. And it looks like this will be our last boom blast.
Can I do this?
Until we rest. I guess we should eliminate the close one. Wow. Did it survive? It survived. We missed.
This might work.
Okay, let's try that again and not hit the train. Okay, double terrain strike. That sucks. So, 2 wasted shots from missed. Unfortunate, but you know, it happens. It's kind of the equivalent of the XCOM randomization happening right there. The getting screwed by the roll of the dice. Alright, we're gonna fire more spider drones just because we failed with everything else. And these will provide us with some cover. Wow, we lost one. That wasn't fair.
Yes?
Hyzok can dash in here and do some damage. Doesn't even have to dash really, but probably smarter to dash. And here's a case where we're going to switch to shotgun. Going to use rapid clearance for a free shot.
Enemy killed!
Alright, and I think the best thing to do here would be to get back here. We have 3 left, so we could dash to here and get a shot in. But then we'd be a sitting duck. How about we run to here so that we can do a dash next turn. And then Citizen Eileen. Surprised you don't have a shot. Never mind. Alright, unfortunately you're just out of quick shot range. Unless you go here.
Smells like trouble.
Don't disagree. It's probably a terrible shot. Okay, it's not so bad. Hit it in the shield. Alright, we have a similar shot here from Jen that we'll take.
I'm not sure about this.
Kind of exposing you two, but I think it'll be okay. Oh, and I blew it there. I didn't notice that Jen was... I thought I had another move left. Alright, Jen, get behind that rock. Okay, Raspberry's fine there. Charlie doesn't have anything left to reload, but can put the grenade in hand and get forward. Let's see. I guess you're forward enough, actually. I don't want you to be in any danger, so let's end there. Last hoplite. Probably going to attack either the snipers or the spiders. It looks like it's the snipers. Ah. Destroyed a Gungnir. That's too bad. Okay, well, we can make more of those. But she took no damage. And we're gonna send spiders in. More spiders. I lost track of how many spiders we fired. I think it was like 4, possibly 5 packs, although I got confused and fired a singleton in, which threw me off. It was enough spiders. We brought enough spiders, I feel like. These things are very, very valuable. Sort of like mobile grenades. Okay, over here we could do a dash and a single shot and then a run back around the corner. Probably the right call.
Double time. On it.
Nice.
That's
We
a
didn't
kill.
have to run. Whoa. And I believe that is the end of the mission. Whew. Alright, Raspberry was the only one who took any significant damage that time. Not bad, and that captures the Living Crystal Quarry, which opens up all sorts of new manufacturing possibilities for us. Also, 1,000 materials. And we will replenish everything. It's going to take up 300 of those materials, plus a lot of tech. We are extremely low on tech after this. That was a lot. Oh, the Gungnir, that's why. Okay. Arachne packs are 10 each, but the Gungnir. Yeah, that's a lot of spider packs. Okay, we're going to have to do something about tech. 64 tech's too low to really do any base capturing, right? Yeah, 210 to activate this base, which was the plan. So we're gonna have to send Tenuous to go get some tech for us from Synedrian sites. Right here. We need 100 crystal to deploy a guardian there. Oh wow. Okay, so it's depending on the site itself. Okay, if memory serves, what we had up here was a mutane refinery, mutane field. You want to send ships to the fields, which is what we're doing, right? Yes, up here. No, that's the orichalcum forage. It's over here in South America. There it is. Okay, right. We have a living crystal quarry being mined here. We have orichalcum mine. Someone's coming there. Let's look at everybody, what everything is doing. We have the chariot coming to the orichalcum mine. That's going to take a few hours to get there. We also have masked manticore in the neighborhood who is currently doing what? Where is the Aspida that should be down here with you? Okay. Gift currently has Raspberry on board. Raspberry, we want to send you back to base, but there was a base here that we wanted to open. But it'll take a while to get that. Whatever, we'll send you there. That's the gift. Scout, you're going to be there. We're going, as soon as we take over that base, you're going to be ready with C-Team. Carrier, you guys are going to wait here for now. At the Lapidary, is that true? No, we're going to send you guys back to base. I take it back. Let's send all of you back to base. I'm a little worried. Is there a base here we can heal at? We don't need to heal, we just need to rest. We're going to send you back to Phoenix Delta. Excuse me, Carrier. Phoenix Delta, please. And we're going to send the gift with you and get repaired there. Scout, you're fine there. Chariot, you're fine where you're headed. Masked Manticore, you guys... There's no healing here. Oh, there is healing here. Okay, so you're waiting for Jacob to get healed. You're also in the area because we know that New Jericho threatened to take the orichalcum mine for us, so you might have to fly up there to defend it. Miner is mining the living crystal quarry. Tenuous, you're trading, and yes, it is Synedrian. We do need tech. So if you get here, you can trade food for tech. That's fine. There's also a place here which will take materials for tech, which is even better. And another one here. So we do have tech coming soon from Tenuous. That's good. Inaccessible, carrying Scooby to help assault Phoenix Echo when we take it over. And I think that's everybody. So let's take a look next at research and manufacturing. We're currently researching the moon mission. And what are we doing with our newly mined living crystal at the lapidary. We need 3 more for a crossbow. The scyther, an ancient tech 2-handed melee weapon doing 300 damage, needs 125 more crystal and orichalcum. Scorpion sniper rifle, 50 orichalcum, 50 crystal. We definitely want 4 or 5 of these. We have a lot of protein mutane, so that's not going to be a problem, but that seems like this is the one we want to get going. We only have 3 orichalcum, but as soon as we park the chariot on the orichalcum mine, we should be getting a bunch here. The rebuke, we've already made a couple of those. Actually, that's a good question. Does the C team hold a rebuke? And we can make a shard gun. So I think as soon as this Gungnir's done, maybe we make a shard gun. Let's check personnel real quick. Hey, look at that. We're looking at C team, and I wanted to ask, does Arcblade have a rebuke? No. Arcblade's got a flamethrower. Okay. Let's go ahead and make a rebuke since we don't really have anything else we need to put in the queue right now until we have a lot more crystal. It's always hard finding this thing. Let's make a rebuke for C-Team. That thing is coming in so clutch all the time. It's definitely something we want on every team. And I think we need to pass the time until we have some more tech.
Legion Haven is under attack.
Okay, we do have a haven under attack way the heck out here in the middle of nowhere, the furthest possible place from everywhere. Getting attacked by who exactly? Pandorans, I presume. Yeah, under attack, looks like Pandorans. Strength is pretty high, 17 to 15. Okay, that's going to give us some time to get there, but we need to hurry now. It looks like we're going to send the B team that way since they're just heading home anyway for rest. See if they can get there in time. Might not have time to get the raspberry there with them. They might have to just attack without. Let's go. Rebuke production complete. And here is our first trade with the tenuous. Food for tech. That's gonna drop our food quite a bit, down to almost 1,000. Still pretty high. 152, that's not quite enough tech to do the trade for the base here, is it? No, we need 210. Okay, so we're gonna have to take tenuous, which here we're gonna send you to the other 3 Sinedrian places. Let's go to this one first. And meanwhile, we are trying to get to so many different places at once. There it is, Sinedrian Haven. Groove Mass Manticore fully healed and rested. So since they're fully healed and rested, let's send them north. And they can help mine here. Walking through everybody else, tenuous also arrived at a place we can trade materials for tech, and that brings us up to 288 tech, which is enough to activate the base. So let's go do that and send you down to another pair of tech trades. At this base we have Inaccessible Scooby already there. Boy, the gift and Scout's already there. And lastly, Carrier here going to arrive, may make it in time to save Sinedrian, but let's see what happens when we activate this base. This is Phoenix Echo, 1260 materials, 210 tech. We're gonna do some repairs as well. Base infestation warning, the activation sequence has revealed intruders within the base. I'll have to send a squad to clear out the infestation so the base can be used. Good base. Looks like we're ready to do that with a deploy. Let's take a look at their outfit. Scooby's there, of course, with rockets, which are not the greatest thing for base defense, but we'll do our best. Sabrina, Psylocke. Salaquist 6 SP. You know, it might be time to spend Phoenix skill point pool on these guys, but I feel like B team still has some upgrades to do first, so maybe we'll do that next. We are going against Pandoran, so Yggdrasil grenades are appropriate here. This is a shotgun assault rifle combo that has served us well. Could consider bringing a Nerrazor here. I doubt if we'll have time to stop and capture anything. In this team we do have Armus. He's got a couple auto turrets and his PDW laser PDW plus a flame grenade. We have 2 snipers in this team, Warlock and Kylo. Both of these guys are sporting a Synedrian laser rifle, although we do have a Gungnir. It's probably a good idea to give them Gungnirs actually, so let's do that. We'll drop the Synedrian ammo and just power up the Gungnir for now. We'll probably take another Gungnir off someone else for Kylo. In fact, let's check personnel and see who we should do that with. That's the B team, right? Eileen and Jen are happy to give up their weapons. Eileen already did. Apparently that was her Gungnir. So let's see, we can probably grab the other one from Jen. There you are. Yeah, Jen will donate his and his ammo. Yeah, for now. And then back to that mission, and we will give that to Kylo. Kylo's taking the Gungnir, he can leave the ammo behind, and we'll make sure you have at least 1 spare. And finally we have Arcblade. Arcblade is trading up, getting rid of that flamethrower. Flamethrowers actually do serve pretty well in these base defense missions now that I think about it. So maybe that's what we're going to do. We won't bring the extra ammo, but we'll give you a selection of weapons. Alright, and then Scooby's ready to go. I think that's everybody ready to go. Hey, thanks so much for watching. This has been Corknut playing Phoenix Point. I hope you're enjoying this. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.